Hamas terrorists don't just support these ships. Hamas owns them. They own them, meaning they have the leverage, meaning they're telling them what to say. By the way, if you look at Greta's videos when she was making them, she's not talking about something off her mind. She's reading a script. Look at her eyeballs when she's making her videos. She has a script that she's reading. Folks, we have released documents showing that the flotilla, Greta Thunberg's ship, and all of these activists was actually funded by Hamas. Hamas funded these flotilla ships to head to the Gaza Strip. This is not some kind of humanitarian mission. And we're going to go through some of the exposed documents that have been revealed. I'm the other Barak, coming to you live and direct here from the Holy Land in Israel. It is Wednesday, October 1st, and in a few hours we enter the evening for Yom Kippur, which is why I have this white polo shirt on. I will actually be going to synagogue tonight. I'll be talking about that a little bit more on my channel, probably in the community section. And so I wanted to just get some last minute pieces of interesting information out for the community. And here we are. So this is on X. So we have captured documents which reveal Hamas's organized and funded efforts for Greta's Gaza Summit flotilla, underscoring this is not some humanitarian mission, but a Hamas-led initiative. And I talked about this when it started, and I said that this was going to happen. It's so obvious. The documents found by the IDF and released by the Israel MFA today provide indisputable link between the flotilla and Hamas. One of the documents reveal, and we're going to take a look in a second, that the Palestinian Conference for Palestinians Abroad, the PCPA, is a key player behind organizing and directing the flotilla. Let's pull this up. This is the Islamic Resistance Movement, Hamas Palestine. Dear brother, we're just going to go right into it. Your brothers in the Islamic Resistance Movement, Hamas, have informed us that there is an urgent need to end the division and achieve national unity and partnership strategy and national responsibility toward our people and their cause and their right to attain freedom and to establish an independent state whose capital is Holy Jerusalem, as well as to achieve our people's right to return home. The push to this passes through a necessary and strategic stage, completing national unity, through which we will participate in the struggle with the oppressive occupier in all its forms, together and united until full independence is achieved. We believe that the free will of our people is the way to achieve unity, to complete it, and to preserve it. I'm reading this because it's pretty blurry. We in the Islamic movement, Hamas, are attentive to the Palestinian cause and to the extent of the normalization between the Arab states and the Zionist entity. Yet, they're not looking for any normalization with Israel. We recognize the importance of the current moment in light of the statements of some of our brothers, especially from Egypt and Qatar. They're not brothers, by the way. Egypt hasn't opened up the borders to help save the Palestinian people. Regarding the importance of renewing the reconciliation process and discussions on rapprochement that could contribute to it. The movement's leadership has diligently examined the matter from every angle, and we have reached the conclusion that we are prepared to continue with the process of reconciliation and national partnership. We have gone through many stages, starting with the Cairo agreements and most recent, which was the Istanbul understandings and the outcome of the Secretary General meetings held between Ramallah and Beirut, and our readiness to implement these steps. Elections to the Palestinian Legislative Council, elections to the President of the National Authority, and elections to the Palestinian National Council. And the second page here, it says that these arrangements can be made to the Palestinian National Dialogue Channel, while simultaneously emphasizing expressing thanks for the efforts of our brothers in Egypt, Qatar, Turkey, and Russia, and everyone who took active part in the enormous effort. They may be able to provide the guarantees needed to complete this process. As in their discussions with us, they emphasized that the necessary assurances for implementing the agreement would be provided. And this was from Ismail Haniyeh, who at the time was the chairman of the Hamas Political Bureau. And so this is evidence, like it says right here, that the Sumud flotilla is anything but a humanitarian mission. And you can even see here, I was going to get to this in a second, one of the pictures below, you can see Greta meet with Barawi, who is the longtime flotilla organizer in the UK. And they listed off the PCPA operatives. Look at this. Guys, we talked about this. We talked about how this was going to be an initiative led by Hamas. How could it not? Where else would the funding come from? We've been talking about this. It all comes from the same pot. And here is open source intel, which is actually a really great source. And they have the documents here. Actually, they're in Arabic. And the first one is the Haniyeh letter. It's a signed letter from him, who, again, we've talked about him a lot on this channel, being in the political bureau of Hamas, where he addressed the PCPA. And they didn't just bless the flotilla after the fact. Its leadership endorsed it. Where else do you think the money would come from? And this is the Israel war. It's fucking so good. Israel war room exposed. Hamas behind the Greta Thunberg aid flotilla. Gaza documents provide the flotilla's direct ties to the terrorists. This is classic, man. They thought they were going to get away with this, huh? They've got so much content to look at. Look, in Israel war room, they also mention the documents were found here. Hamas terrorists don't just support these ships. Hamas owns them. They own them, meaning they have the leverage, meaning they're telling them what to say. By the way, if you look at Greta's videos when she was making them, she's not talking about something off her mind. She's reading a script. Look at her eyeballs when she's making her videos. She has a script that she's reading. I forgot to mention that the last time. It's actually really, really important. And Masab Hassan Youssef is a savage. The son of Hamas calls to block the flotilla. Masab Hassan Youssef, Green Prince, son of Hamas's founder, is joining Israeli sailors to stop the propaganda flotilla. What a savage. On Friday, October 3rd, that's in 2 days at 12 p.m., we launch an all blue and white flotilla in front of the U.S. Embassy in Tel Aviv. Our sails will not carry lies, but the truth. Free the hostages first and things will be better for everyone. Wow, that's right down the street. I think I have to go to this. Families, youth, surfers, sailors, motorboats, kayaks, and anything that floats. This is the tour. This is the hour of the sailors. Join us and fill the sea with blue and white. Holy shit. Maybe I have to go. I might sign up for this, guys. I literally might sign up for this. 12 p.m. in front of the U.S. Embassy. I'm going to put this on my calendar. He tweeted, far too long, they have tried to strangle us. First with rockets, then with lies, and now with sailboats. 2 years after October 7th, the day Hamas turned our music festival into the worst massacre of our generation, the activists of the Freedom Flotilla Coalition have chosen this very week challenge to challenge us again. Death to Israel, free Palestine from the river to the sea, dismantle Israel. This is their identity. We're not going to read this whole thing, but I think that he is a savage. He literally has a Google Doc form here. A Google Doc form here. Participation in the flotilla requires registration, signing a waiver that he included here. Oh my God. The flotilla, for any of you in Tel Aviv watching, the flotilla will gather at 11:30 opposite Reading and from there proceed in line after the lead ship to the hostages ship, which will anchor the opposite the U.S. Embassy south of Tel Aviv Marina. At 12, the flotilla will circle the hostages ship detailed. I have to do this, man. I was going to open that up and fill it out with you guys together, but we're not going to do that right now. Listen, go back to my videos when during the beginning of this flotilla era thing, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it. I said that this is a Hamas-led initiative. It's not that hard to spot. You can't, if you do the math on what it takes to operate that, guys, do you know how much money is needed just to operate one of these ships? For the people, for the gas, for the workers, for the food, for the supplies. It's insane. It's insane to me that also all of the people who are behind the flotilla won't get on camera and talk about where they're getting the resources in order to do it. And they know it too. And if they don't know it, that's even worse. Because half of them would sign up for it and then they wouldn't even realize what they're signing up for. It's insane. Absolutely insane. We say in Hebrew, Gmar Chatima Tova, essentially have a easy fast for those of you who are observing Yom Kippur. And I'll see you guys next time. Here's a note from me. Here are 4 ways you can help us grow if you believe in our mission. On Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal, you can directly contribute to helping this message grow and reach more people across the world. If you want to join the inner circle, join our Patreon with different tiers, and of course, our Discord community, which is free with people from all across the world. The links to every single one are in the description. And last but not least, to the other Brock community, I love you. Ani ohev otchem. I'll see you guys next time.